Here's a closer look at my little red bus tank. This knitting pattern is part of my Little Pickle Knits collection, and the little bus has been worked in a technique called Intarsia, and this technique is a technique where you don't carry floats across the back of your knitting, although this bus does have some little floats which do run across the windows, simply because they're little tiny areas of colour, and it can take a little float. Large areas you work without floats. And if you want to learn how to work Intarsia, please do take a look at my video, which will show you how to work Intarsia. Now this bus has also had some a little line of running stitch which just catches through around the bus to give it the look of a little applique, and adds a little bit of naivety to this little picture. So detailed instructions for this bus picture and the embroidery are given in the knitting pattern for you. So this sweet little tank has a very simple striped back to it, and a closer look. People often say they'd really love a closer look at my designs before they buy the pattern. So here is the trim. Now I work my shaping around my armholes and my necklines, where I leave, once you've picked up for the trim, you have a little line of stitches which follow the shape of the neckline or the armhole. This is known as fully fashioned knitting, and my instructions give you details for how to actually pick up the trim and leave this lovely line that you see. The shaping is done with a simple knit two together or slip one, knit one, pass, slip stitch over. And in my instructions I give you detailed instructions for how many stitches and how often you pick them up, which ladders to select when picking them up, etc. So they're super easy to follow. This knitting pattern also has a little chain stitch loop neck opening to give you that little bit of extra room for popping over baby's head. This little tank is knitted flat and seamed on single pointed needles, and these are the seams here that you can see, the side seams. And if you would like to learn how to sew up a completely invisible seam like this to get a lovely professional finish, do take a look at my other videos for sewing up. That's the other side for you. I think that's probably everything. Do take a look, if you want, as I say, do take a look at my Intarsia technique videos if you'd like to learn how to work these little pictures that are in a lot of my Little Pickle Knits collection. You can find this knitting pattern, the link to this knitting pattern, in the description below, and you can find all my knitting patterns over at my website, and the link for that is also given in the description. So I hope that helps. Oh, these are knitted. This is a 4-ply sweater. This sweater has actually been knitted in Bergère de France Caline. This yarn unfortunately isn't available anymore, but you could use any 4-ply yarn, or even a sport yarn worked on 3 1/4mm needles to knit this sweater. I also give details of the yarns you can use in the information over on my website. I hope this helps.